Yo, what's goody, everybody? Welcome in, YouTube frogs. We are sitting here getting ready to react to the HSR 3.4 live stream here with the gang over here, twitch.tv/NIXIRL. I will have that linked in the bio, so you can come and hang sometime as well. Look, I'm waiting, or I've been waiting to watch this live stream. Didn't watch it during the actual airing. Watching it now, blind reacting to it all. And all I know is we've got Finan news, we've got Fate news, and we've got some buffs for 3.4 that we've known about for a little while. Those questions I'm sure will be answered, and probably some more surprises will be coming to us as well. But we're going to get into it right now. Like and subscribe, and dude, let's get to the react. Alrighty, chat, let's get it, baby. Alright, come on, show me something cool. Probably small intro, and then good video. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Interessante. Okay, a different type of opening for this live stream. Oh, but immediately into the video. Okay, cool. Wait, no English? Hold up. No English? Oh my goodness. JP only for trailer. Okay. Try to. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Oh wait, all of a sudden. Okay. Era Nova approaches. Wait. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I already got chills. Dude, is this solo Finan art? I mean, it's kind of gotta be, right? Okay. Fate? Holy Grail War in Panicani. Oh, chat, this is gonna be so good, dude. 3.4 is gonna be a hell of a patch, I already know. Also, unlimited bugs, what the hell's that? Who is that? Who is that? GG's to Lygus! No way they do this in a trailer! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Wow! For the sun is set to die. Okay, so this is basically like, bro, not Sunday, what the hell? Finan boss battle coming in hot. It's gotta be. So basically everything we've been thinking, all the predictions we've been making, you know, Flame Reaver and Finan, same guy, they meld into one. We must defeat them. And maybe like the theory video that we watched, maybe this is in fact the Lord Ravager that is being contained. Ooh, okay. Interesting stuff. +1 redemption code off rip. Chat, they've already been pinned in the Discord, but if you have not already, make sure you use the redemption codes before it's too late. Baseballer event with the sun, moon weapons like... Oh, true. The sun and moon weapons that combined. Interesting, dude. They planted the seeds long ago, chat. They planted the seeds. Oh, pinned in chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Lex One said, describing Nanook, towers crumbled and people fled as the sun was soon to set, met with vicious destruction. No, I don't remember that, but I believe you. Damn, what a crazy... Dude, this is a sick-looking character. Friend or foe, really good character design. Really good character design. Yeah, chat, still about, what, 2 weeks away? Soon, chat, soon. Maybe not even 2 weeks, about a week and a half. Right? A week and a half? Yeah, a week and a half. 11 more days. Dude, this is going to be a crazy patch. All right, let's get past some of this. Here we go. Albert and Guess. Wow. I kind of like the way that they've done this layout.
Mr. Albert?
Hello.
Albert.
Dude, this is good
and
stuff.
whether or not you have a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4 for the sun is set to die special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Plus Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all
Two banger
problems.
patches in a row. Yeah,
Now we can introduce
buddy.
ourselves. Hi, everyone. I'm Finan. I'm so happy to be on the special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm...
Look at the
an
Dromus, bro.
exactness.
Derpy Dromus in the background.
Nice to see all of you again. Did you miss me?
Of course we missed you.
Why is it there? I like it, but why is it there?
I've
What
been
the
looking
hell?
forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
Dude, look, that was an
Burning
awesome
sky
trailer, but they
and the
almost
fall
showed
of
us
dawn.
too much, bro. Too
Akuma was
much.
the
What's
last
up, Raykill?
place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the
07's for our
Trailblazer
fallen
and Finan,
Chrysosaur
so they could return the
companions.
very last core flame
How
to
an
the
axe is still there?
vortex
That was
of
beyond me.
Genesis.
We already found out the truth. So what
Yeah,
do
they
a
really
few
do show us too much.
sacrifices
They really
matter?
do.
Every Chrysos heir was prepared for this. You just need to boldly take that last step toward the Era Nova.
True.
But in the trailer just now, it seems like Finan is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about...
I mean, like, in case the trailer, in case the video didn't already spoil enough, Mem is here to just spell it out for us. Oh my, did we actually see? It's like the backpack from Dora the Explorer.
Out to reveal
Ay,
itself.
ay, ay.
Soon everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures.
High tech.
It was like the whole world was peeling off.
It's a simulation.
Why don't we take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues?
Yeah, I'm using the closed captions just so I can kind of read along
at the
as
end
well.
of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it?
Oh
Even
yeah,
though I
dude,
don't
Megas,
quite
every time.
understand these principles, this breeding ground, which switched from following the path of erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond Era Nova.
Whoa. Dude,
In
Anaxa
addition,
actually too
that
five-head.
Tin Man Lygus is also pretty suspicious. He and Finan had a pretty significant conversation in the Vortex of Genesis.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when he said he could fix the Express and send the Trailblazers back home.
That is
Well,
true. That was
the
pretty
mask is
sketchy.
coming off now.
Based on my interactions with him, Lygus
Dude, but you know what I think about now? You know, from that, like, theory video that we watched, if Lygus is able to let people, you know, in theory, he could let the Trailblazers, you know, us and Don Hung get up out of here, then Lygus, I guess, is, you know, it seemed from the story that Lygus is like the puppet master. He's a bad guy. He's the one that is keeping this continuous cycle. But if the continuous cycle is needed to protect the rest of the universe, Lygus was the hero all along? Lygus was the good guy?
doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysos heirs.
And he must think
Rather,
like, yo, y'all gotta
he
get
only
up out of
wishes
here,
to
or
quietly
we might be
observe
letting
everything as it
evil
unfolds.
into the world.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see? That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphorius is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world, and Lygus is one of them.
Oh, you're exactly right. If the
Dude,
situation in the
I have
cosmos
no
is like a game of
idea
chess,
how to
then
digest
Amphorius is a
like
trap to set up
the
checkmate.
moral,
I don't know.
validity of
Maybe
what
the
anybody
chess
is doing
pieces
at this point.
themselves can overturn the board. The hero's era nova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also determine the future of the universe.
But before the Era Nova actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphorius. I don't want them to have to experience the
Yeah,
unknown.
the closed
of Era
captions
Nova.
are pretty shit, chat.
As
But
someone
like, it is
from
what it
beyond
is.
the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Era Nova...
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to Finan and go home.
Well
Nah, we really
said.
do gotta go
the
home.
Trailblazers won't betray the sincerity you've shown them. However, their fate
Moral
will still be
ambiguity,
tied
true.
to that of Amphorius. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
Ooh.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Finan. That Finan we saw in the Vortex of Genesis
Fan.
at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
Well, maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh?
Mhm. But I leave
What?
the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
What kind of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphorius' true nature.
Before,
Ooh.
as I've written, was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories.
Okay.
Now, even its appearance has changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
It looks like it's turned
Huh.
into some kind of database.
I don't know if this is
You
cool or
can use
not.
this system to unlock even more of Amphorius' secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version 3.4. Story dialogue can now be skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each section displayed along the way.
Chat, real quick. Ones, if you are planning on skipping dialogue. Twos, if you're going to play it the old school way. Because there are moments where I think I will skip some dialogue. Not a lot, but like in some of the drier areas, like I may consider it. It's still a good amount of twos, bro. Still a good amount of twos, man. Yeah, here's the thing, chat. Like, I do think if you guys are going to skip, we'll play through it on stream so you can get the full experience. But there are moments where we're talking to NPCs where if we can just get a quick summary, NPC says, oh, you must go to Elysiae, or whatever that area is called, and track down the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need an extra 15 minutes of dialogue between non-impactful characters. You feel me? Never skipping main story. Look, that is a nice way of putting it, but Ides Elysiae. Close enough, dude. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant.
Now you can choose the pace of story.
Like, and to clarify, I will pay attention willingly, excitedly, pay attention to anything our main cast of characters has to say, but in any of these instances where they're like, oh, you know what I mean, must talk to NPC before you pass go, I think a summary would be fine.
Storytelling based on your own preferences.
Yeah, just
In
the
version
unnecessary
3.6,
gap. We don't need all that.
There'll also be a story recap.
And
version.
honestly, maybe we won't.
Stay
I'm open
tuned.
to the idea. I'll say it
But
like
of
that.
course, as we move into version 3.4, we shall take the final step of the prophecy
Yeah,
together
beef, that is
and
true. That
witness
is true.
the truth and the fate of this world. And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going.
That looks a lot like the last image they showed Finan is Nanook confirmed. Dude, I guess, honestly, Nanook maybe, you know, that is the same golden E-core, right?
On live soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Era Nova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4. Can't spill too much here, but I can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song. So don't miss it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, look, I gotta say, kudos to the live stream for going, hey, we're gonna put something out. It's gonna be part of the story so that people don't end up spoiling themselves unnecessarily. But, like, +1 theme song, I guess? Okay.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Oh, yeah, dude, we need the anime.
Why don't we turn our attention to our
Oh, did they
good
say it in the
friend
3.2?
Finan
Yeah, I
and
guess
take
I
a
did
look
forget.
at his story together.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nah, bro. What the hell is this? That's a regular Finan's form? I thought that was bad guy Finan. I thought that was going to be new weekly boss Finan. That's just regular Finan? Animation power creep is so
What
real.
happened to Finan to make him change
Golly.
this much?
This is nothing
Oh,
like
we're
the
the
warm,
boss now,
sunny
exactly.
person we all know. Now he seems strange and formidable.
Nah, bro, that is
Oh,
bananas.
Could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger
Dude,
came knocking,
he actually went
always
Super
had our
Saiyan.
backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Finan carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy, and Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the Flame Chase journey.
Dude, did Aglaya
Aglaya
know he was
even
going to
used her own
transform when
death
she
to
selected
set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism, and allowing Finan to step up and rally the people.
Yeah,
Dude, that is...
all of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious.
Oh
What was
my
Finan like
goodness,
before
dude.
he joined the Flame Chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Bro, Mem's
Before
been
the
talking.
Flame Chase journey. Guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a
Ides
small,
Elysiae.
remote village.
The
Nothing
beginning
flashy,
of my
but
emo journey.
far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was. And
Dude,
even
yeah,
though the
I'm
village
still
was
excited
small,
to see what
everyone got
Archer
along
and
really
Saber
well.
are going to look like because,
There were
damn,
also
if Finan's
beautiful
animations
rivers
are that
and
crazy,
mountains,
shoosh.
and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little,
Looks
I'd
like
go exploring the
Leewood? Nah,
woods
looks
and
like,
visit those cute fairies.
Sumeru.
When I wasn't exploring, I'd go
Sumeru
play with my
Forest.
friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down
It
in the
does look
wheat
like a nice
fields until
place.
we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff?
Dude.
Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh,
Bro, this
just
area
the
looks
thought
like
of
they're
it
gonna
is enough
introduce
to get
mint
me
picking.
excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Finan's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Ooh.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
Dude, what a crazy
These days,
form, man.
Finan
The
just
fact that
gives
that's
off
regular
this
Finan is blowing
heaviness.
my mind
Like
right
he'd
now.
still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphorus needed a hero, so he became
Oh, I don't even think the
one.
graphics look bad. I think they look pretty
needed
solid.
hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Finan's face is still the same, his whole vibe has shifted. His gaze is now sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one step away from the Era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths
Bro,
of Amphorus
I
are about
wonder
to come
if,
to light.
like, lore accurate, he's gonna
trials
become
lie
like this
what
because
choices will
him and
Finan
Flame
make.
Reaver meet and
hero's
then
journey
meld
is
into one.
never
And that's
easy.
what gives him this insane
But if the will in your
transformation.
heart
I'd
is
honestly
strong
bet
enough,
money.
No fire can burn you out.
Well, he's a blondie.
If anything, every
he is
trial is
indeed.
just a forge for an even brighter
Yeah, dude,
soul.
I was thinking that too.
I
His
more
transformation really
Well
shits on
said.
Don Hong's transformation. Sorry,
Let's
Don Hong.
let
I still
everyone
love you,
experience it all
but
themselves
this is
in version
crazy.
3.4. Now let's take a look at how Finan performs in battle.
Dude, him and Flame
got
Reaver
it.
did the
I'll
fusion
first show
dance
up in
together.
the familiar
Okay.
form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. The use of
Blast
my skill
damage.
also grants me core flames. Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Wait, so core flames only come from using your skill?
Wait.
Not at all.
Okay, hold up. Prediction time. I don't see any other Chrysos heirs in the party. Imagine you had to play him alongside other Chrysos heirs in order to collect the core flames. Him and any other Chrysos heir, when they use skill, gives him core flame. So I'm assuming it's just going to be skill usage in general. That's my predict.
Finan can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he
Oh.
is the target of a teammate's ability,
Maybe not.
Finan will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming,
Okay,
Finan powers
territory.
up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action.
Bro! What the hell is this? He looks too crazy. He's literally got the Sunday Halo minus Sunday. He's got the double. If you're playing with Sunday, he's going to have the triple Halo. Bro, he really is going solo. Look at these icons. What the hell even is this?
While he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Finan's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Okay.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation. Each
Wow.
with a brand new ability.
Care to
Wow.
elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
What the hell
Using
is
these
this?
two abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my third ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used up, Finan will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Finan's technique is
Bro,
pretty unique.
what
too.
the hell
Upon
is
casting it,
this?
Finan instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies,
What
they're
the hell
immediately-
is this? Oh my gosh,
instantly
yeah,
strikes all
GG,
enemies in a
Zacharon.
certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait, all enemies? That's nuts!
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when Finan's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
Global passive, by the way. Chat, anybody and everybody that complained about Castris, I dare any of you to pull for Finan.
When I use my
Global
technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate
It's not
energy for my
global? Oh, yeah.
teammates.
Never mind.
In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh, I see.
All right,
Finan
now that we've wrapped up
passive.
Finan's combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces.
Also, I will say this. Look, yeah, maybe it's not global passive, but, I mean, it is something directly correlated. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't even
In
care.
version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jingliu are all
Kafka.
getting some serious enhancements.
Let's go!
Happening!
Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Let's start with Silverwolf.
Mr. Albert, please give us the information. The children long for the information.
After the optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh,
Okay,
so
we already
it's
knew about
AoE
this.
now, not single target.
Hoyo Lab spoiled.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character
Yep,
in
yep.
your lineup.
Yep, knew
On
that.
top
What's
of
up,
that,
Don?
Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Yep.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
That's right, baby.
Next up, Kafka.
Okay. We got to get some predicts in. We already knew that stuff about Silverwolf. Hoyo Lab already put out a post about it. We knew it. Kafka, I've been saying it for a while now. I don't know if this is going to be true, but what I'm hoping to see, and maybe this is just dead wrong, Kafka, if the enemy is already afflicted with shock, is now going to have the ability to have other dot types added. She can solo dolo stack dots.
After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces,
Okay.
the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy.
Did I nail it? Did I actually nail it?
After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also
After using ultimate, Talent's follow-up attack regains 1 trigger count. The Talent's follow-up attack can cause all dot debuffs the target is currently under to immediately deal damage. Okay, so that's something different. Okay, hold up.
trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks,
Yeah.
better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I mean, that all
now
seems
for
pretty
Blade.
good. Okay, I don't really understand what the first part was. Sorry, chat. I gotta listen to it one more time. Like, is she just getting more stacks of shock? Like, how exactly is it working?
Easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Next up, Kafka.
Okay.
After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT.
What does it mean by trigger more DOT? Like, she's just going to proc the DOTs that are already there? Dot detonation is blast instead of single target. Okay, that does make sense. Yo, konnichiwa, welcome in, Mistress. Bit more in the version highlights page. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely look at that.
T on enemies.
So she has blast,
Whenever a
dot,
teammate
proc,
hits an enemy target with
and
any
then she
kind
has
of attack,
more follow-ups, and the
Kafka will
follow-ups
launch
can
a
also
follow-up
proc the
attack.
dots.
After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up
Okay,
attack can
I like
also
it.
trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And now for Blade.
Okay, Blady.
After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the
Okay.
Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Okay.
Sounds like Blake can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation. A change will happen to Jing Liu as well.
That's it? That's it? That's all Blade gets? Okay, fair enough.
Now she'll deal damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each time a teammate loses...
Look, so when we watched one of the creator experience videos that Braxophone was doing, Brax said something that I thought was alluding to this, and the fact that those videos got to get approved, I was like, okay, I'm not going to trip too much, but Jing Liu, now HP scaler. Yeah, pseudo leak for sure.
HP, Jing Liu stacks extra crit damage. After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
So she
Our old
already
friends
gives herself
sure are
crit
getting
rate,
some solid
and now
upgrades.
she's going to give herself
But
crit
with all
damage
these
as well.
ability reworks, won't
Sure.
their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits.
Doesn't
Making
concern me,
sure
I don't really care so much.
everything stays in sync.
But what if
5k
someone wants to
HP
stick with
requirement,
their
true. I mean, if you want to be able to use Bone Collector, so now, I mean, it's already kind of been Blade's best in slot ornaments, Bone Collector. With Jing Liu switched, she's probably going to want Bone Collector as well.
previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends' ability modes freely.
Yeah,
So
highest
choose
in
whichever
stonks, all
version
rising,
you
that's
like
true.
best. For more details, be sure to keep an eye out for official announcements.
Yeah, chat, we'll look at the version update
Aside
page
from
to
the
get a little bit
ability
more
reworks,
details as well.
One more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
What's up, Frost?
Oh,
Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday.
In version 3.4,
Yeah, Eidolon toggles would be great.
Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its debut.
Wow! Actually dropping skins.
Let's take a look at the video clip first.
I know some of y'all are punching air that Firefly got a skin. I'm just happy that they're putting skins in the game. Yeah, hold up. Is Sam actually any different? I literally could not care less. Yeah, I mean the outfit is like okay at best, and I'm a Firefly enjoyer. But chat, the way that the outfit looks doesn't matter nearly as much as the fact that they are actually putting more skins in the game. Hopefully, this is the start of them adding every patch, or you know, just more every patch. That might be a little hyperbolic. More frequently, just simply adding skins.
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever.
Yeah,
That
I
Firefly
literally
shaped brooch
do
on her
not care.
chest, you can tell she put a lot
Of
of
all
thought
the
into
characters
picking
to
it
give a
out.
skin to, this feels
Maybe
so
she even
random.
asked for fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Yeah, I guess
Well, Miss
the people that like
does have an eye
schoolgirl
for
outfits
style.
are like,
They must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
no way. I've
Even
been
her
dreaming
mech's
of
had a
this
makeover.
moment.
You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her
Yeah,
outfit
it is strange
changes?
that they didn't just give us a
totally
Finan skin.
possible.
That would have been pretty cool.
If I had a mech, I'd also
Like,
probably
do the
coordinate it with
ZZZ
my
strat. Give
New
us new
theme, new
skin
colors.
alongside
The whole
the
look
new
has to be
character. I
consistent.
really think that's like a great business model.
You'll be
Strike
able
while
to
the
grab
iron is
Firefly's
hot,
new
and the
look from
iron
the
will never
contract
be
shop
hotter
using
than a
your
character's
direct
first
shot.
release.
And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements.
4-star skin for free?
So let's take a look at this.
His light cone looks sick also. Damn, chat. Yeah, I might be a Finan puller. I might be a Finan puller. Dude, that... This may be Prisoner of the Moment. I think this is the best looking light cone they've ever put out. That is so cool. Damn, that's a cool light cone. That actually looks so good. And I forgot her name, chat. What's the pink-haired girl? The childhood friend, Elysia, but HSR version. What is her name? Oh my gosh, Serene. Yeah, Serene light cone. Maybe new. I mean, it'd be cool if it's a new Remembrance light cone.
Version's banners.
Dude, that
In
light
version
cone
3.4's
is
first
so
half
cool.
warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Finan and the limited 5-star light cone.
Oh, chat.
Those
Yeah, we might not be
burns
able to get
the dawn
Cypher's light
will have
cone,
a
I fear.
boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new 4-star light cone for the Path of
Hell
Remembrance.
yeah.
The story's next page.
Okay, good.
is being added
Bro,
to
we
the
need
first half
more
banner.
Remembrance light cones.
At the same time, we'll also kick off a...
Chat, surely I could just get really lucky, right? If you guys missed the streams the last couple days, I was saying I think I will be shifting from just pulling for factions, which is what I've been doing from 1.0 to 3.4. I've been simply collecting factions to actually... Triple banner, by the way. Damn, I just saw it. Oh my gosh. Sparkle, Sunday, and Treeby. Dude, they're going to have 2 triple banners, aren't they? They're going to do the rerun characters too, aren't they? Son of a gun, dude. But Treeby is in consideration for me because I think I just want to start building out my archetypes. I will still prioritize Astral Express, Stellaron Hunters, and Genius Society. I will be prioritizing those 3 groups over everything else. But I think I'm going to start building out my archetypes outside of those factions. So Treeby is just, I mean, she's really good. Everybody knows that. But damn, Finan looks awesome. And Treeby at the same time. Yeah, we might be going poor with this one, chat. Oh my gosh. Need more Jades,
special
bro.
warp event.
Anniversary
Limited
patch
five-star
part 2. Give us 100 free
Treeby,
wishes.
Sunday and Sparkle.
Ay,
are
ay,
coming
ay,
back.
ay, ay.
Plus,
Yeah, what's up,
5-star
Nikki?
light
Welcome in, guys.
cones If time were a flower.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome,
Grounded
welcome.
Ascent and Earthly Escapade will return
Oh,
as well.
dude, it's too
In
much.
the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round of special
Firefly
events.
with
Limited
Jing
5-star
Liu
characters,
Blade.
Firefly,
Okay.
Jing Liu, and
Skippable.
Blade will
Already
be
have the ones
back
I want. Sorry,
along with
Jing
the
Liu.
limited 5-star light cones. Whereabouts your dreams rest.
Bro,
I
even
shall
with
be my
Jing Liu
own
buffs,
sword
easy skip, bro.
and the
Easy
unreachable
skip.
side.
Oh,
Damn,
yeah,
I
true.
knew
Wind
we
Dragon.
old friends are
Yikes.
making a comeback in this version.
Could have
What
just
about
waited a
Kafka
couple
and
patches.
Silverwolf?
Feels bad,
Here's a
man.
little sneak peek. Limited 5-star
That's alright, chat.
characters,
That was an
Kafka
epic
and
moment in
Silverwolf
HSR
will be
history.
back in version 3.5.
E6ing Blade
And
on
limited
50-50
5-star
losses
light
alone.
cones, Patience is all you need.
Yeah, true.
And Incessant Rain.
Damn.
Rerun as well.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Patience is all you need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
What is Patience is all you need? Is that Kafka's light cone? So Kafka's Silverwolf light cones are rerunning. Dude, I'd love to get both of those light cones. Sheesh. Dude.
Nice.
Also, 8 new 4-star light cones.
This is great. Wait. This alleviates some of the issue. 8 new light cones, hopefully purchasable.
Will be added to the Nameless Honor rewards in version
Is that
3.4.
Baby Mighty?
I see quite a few familiar faces on the light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos heirs.
Looks like Finan
Dude,
really
I
does
love
enjoy
it.
spending
I
his
love
days in
it.
the wheat fields.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that
What the
level
hell
of comfort.
is that?
For sure.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content
Bro,
coming.
also, can we not match the pathings? Can we not match pathings to the characters? Son of a gun! Why is Hyacinth Nihility? Why is Cypher Harmony? I love Drip, bro. Make the matchy match happen. Ay. Wait, chat. Maybe they said it and I was just yapping over top of it. Are those going to be the ones that you can purchase? All 8 are paid battle pass locked. Oh. Well, never mind. I no longer care. I no longer care. Congrats to the battle pass purchasers. If you're like me, cooked, bro. Free to plays get no love, bro. No loves for the porge. Still really exciting though. Dude, I could have thought for sure. I don't have hearing loss. I was just yapping. Like, why would they pump out like 8 new
Welcome
light
back.
cones and they not be
Let's take a
purchasable?
look at the events in this version. A piece of good news comes
Wait.
from Penacony at the other end of the cosmos. Origami Bird Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
But will it be permanent?
Oh, is that
I
a
like
cute
origami
match
birds,
3
but
game?
will it be permanent
That's
or
right.
nah?
The
Yo,
Interactive Peace
speak of
Corporation has
birds and
officially
PP
sponsored
appears. What's up,
Origami
PP?
Bird Clash and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Penaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos. And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazers Radiant Feldspar.
Bro,
There
make
needs
it
to be
permanent.
some new
Make
game
it
modes for the
permanent.
game
Come
to
on
make
now.
a name for itself, right?
Of course. This time, the two players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set number of moves.
If anybody
You
want
can
to catch
eliminate
these
4 more
hands in
fruits to
origami
form
birds, you
bombs
know
and
where to
obtain
find
extra
me.
moves.
You can also get extra moves when you swap 2 super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
Oh
Boy.
no! I see obstacles.
That kind of looks like
popping up
Match
on the
Masters,
field.
huh?
How are we supposed to deal with those?
Kind of looks like
Not to
Match
worry.
Masters.
In this version of the Origami Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle. For example, Shattering Hammer can eliminate any individual fruit or obstacle. Spicy Bomb can turn a fruit into a bomb.
Spicy
And
Bomb.
Reset Cube can reset all fruits on the field. Leveling up items will also make them more
Now,
powerful.
dude, good
As long as you
event.
pick the right item,
Yeah,
at the
PB,
right
if you want to
time,
catch hands, you can
turn
be
the
first in
tide
line.
and deliver a powerful blow to your opponent.
There are
Hopefully
plenty
new
of familiar
birds, too.
faces among our opponents this time.
That's right. Trailblazers can still battle against many old friends and
Yeah,
this
dude,
event.
Finan looks
In addition
awesome.
to participating
Like,
in
quite
story
literally,
challenges,
aesthetically, hard to beat.
Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends from across the universe. This multiplayer mode won't end with version 3.4 either. Origami Bird Clash will replace the Seal Slammers multiplayer mode and become the new long-term co-op game mode.
Okay, two things to say about that. They should have never taken it out after the first origami event. Seal Slammer sucks ass. Carry on.
We're done slamming seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old friend Gift of Odyssey returns as usual in
Huge!
version 3.4.
0 people are surprised.
Ahem. The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will also return.
Also,
Complete
nobody's
the
surprised,
challenges
but
to get
happy
double
they're both
rewards.
happening.
Yep. In version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Cinders, will also come online.
Okay.
And you can obtain
Fine
the
in
Ascension
materials, I'm
material,
sure.
Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the
Break it,
challenge.
relax.
At the same time, the planar ornaments are
Huh. I wonder. New planners. Arcadia of Woven Dreams with Mem in the middle. Surely this will be good for remembrance units, right? Surely, somehow, some way. And Revelry by the Sea. I don't know exactly what this is, but right now I'm thinking it has something to do with the River Styx. So maybe new goated set for Castris. I mean, Castris kind of already got new sets, so I don't know, dude. I don't know. Hard to say.
Arcadia of Woven
Oh,
Dreams
that one,
and
that'd be
Revelry by
interesting.
the Sea will also come online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent universe.
Ah, why did my seat collapse?
Yeah, they should just tell us what they do. It's so silly that they don't.
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First, the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July. This year's
Okay.
event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
That's
Like,
right.
this is neat, but
We've
this is,
also
like,
prepared a lot of
Area
event
locked
missions
limited
and
event.
new
Is it really an
merchandise.
event?
Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star Rail will be joining Anime Expo this July.
Okay.
Come visit the Star Rail booth and claim
Also,
free
area
limited
locked
gifts.
event, but
A
at least
special
it's in
panel
NA,
for
so
Honkai Star
potentially.
Rail will also be held at Anime Expo, featuring several special guests.
Okay, Joshua Walters is Finan, right? I literally just saw it earlier in this live stream. Who is Gabriel, Hayden, and Aiden? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Chat, whose VAs are these? So, Finan plus who? Mighty Treeby and Sam. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements.
Mary
See you at Anime
Poggers.
Expo.
Well, thank you all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time. We'll move it on to our next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
Well, I am a professional superhost.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
no.
Come on. I know we still have Fate stuff. Don't play with me.
Time yet?
Okay, Albert, okay.
As the concept of a holy grail. Welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works collab special program.
Okay, okay.
Long time no see, everyone. I'm aventurine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill, at your service.
Welcome, both of you. I, Albert, have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Albert.
Dude, good
Could
one.
your class be... speaker?
Oh, son of a gun. Ah, that's funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad.
Yeah, I don't know how
In
much
that
of this I'm
case,
actually
why
going to be
don't
able
you
to
present the
digest and
situation to
understand,
our
seeing as I
audience?
still have not watched Fate,
Explain
but
what you meant
I'll
by
try to follow along.
summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Well, the cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
If we can't actually escape Amphorius, I don't like the idea of us just responding to this invitation. I get it, it's not that big of a deal, but like, I don't know, man, seems like an immersion break that's unnecessary. And yo, Silver, thank you for the follow, welcome in.
Sweet
Oh
dreams
yeah,
and the
background
Holy
looks
Grail
like
War.
ZZZ's wishing screen, huh?
Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right, but I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's
Okay.
said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice.
Yeah,
can
that is true. I
manifest
guess we could
any
leave.
miracle. And the
'Cause we
Holy
took
Grail
rid of-
War
or,
is
got
a
rid of
mage-craft
Aquila.
ritual for obtaining
Aquila?
that
I forget how to say it.
As long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail War, the Grail can fulfill your wishes.
That daggum
So we should get a combat event,
festival
right?
has only just concluded.
Easy
They're
plus
putting on
one
a new
combat
show
event?
already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they going to attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident? I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image. The family's definitely going to want to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With
Finan
dreams as
and
the
people of
gimmick, the show
Amphorius,
is
I
sure
know
to
you're all
attract a
struggling
lot of
right
money
now,
and
but
a lot of dream
I've got an
chasers.
appearance to be made.
I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous
Penacony.
historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the final winner will receive the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance
Yeah.
to make any
Hey,
wish
Blacktide,
and
would
any
you just
miracle
relax for a
come
little bit?
true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets don't discriminate.
Thank you, Boot Hill. Thank you so much. People die if they're killed. However, in Penacony, this could not be further from the truth. So, yeah, very Captain Obvious statement, but also simultaneously incorrect. Oh, Faye reference? Again, I haven't seen it.
So
I don't know.
someone gets caught in the crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone, the
We're lucky
Sweet
for the
Dreams
Fate
and
characters,
the Holy
they don't have to
Grail
die
War
in
production
Penacony.
crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner of the Radiant Feldspar.
Dude, that's a lot of
shareholder
cards.
Penacony superstar, the Soul Glad festivity. Our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
If we're participating, that means we're also winning.
Trailblazer
Easy
will be
claps.
taking
Everybody else
part in
fighting for
another
second.
adventure.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
Sorry,
as
Robin. I
another
think you're gonna get
Penaconian
easy clap.
shareholder, the Interastral
Avon,
Peace
you might have a
Corporation's
chance.
strategic investment department sent me as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boothill will also participate
Boothill could
in
also
this
solo.
Holy Grail War.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too.
That's a good point.
But he has no time for this.
That's a good
I
point.
can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boothill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Of course.
There are like 15 cards. I
Apart
can't
from
count.
local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War. They are respectively Saber,
14 got it.
Archer, and Lancer.
Lancer.
That's what I'm
Ain't heard
talking about.
nothing about
And I
Lancer, but
wonder
did
which
see him
heroic
in that
spirit will
little,
end up accepting a
preview.
contract with the Trailblazer.
Now, see? This is how you attract
Who are
attention.
the others?
Now
Who
we're
are
gonna
the
get
others?
Tons of views. That's why you pay big bucks to get the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
names.
blue hair guy.
As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, and who will forge a contract with who, Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night
But do they not have blue hair
Blade Works
also?
collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out for it.
Ooh. Wait, so when does
learn more about Saber
when
and
does
Archer,
3.4
our
start?
2
And
heroic spirits
compared to July
that work.
11th?
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this
Brown
is the
hair?
planet
Huh.
of festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Exactly right. The King of Knights' new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains their iconic blue and white colors.
And her
English
iconic
VAs,
ahoge.
Mom.
That's right. It retains the
Dude,
nobility of a
unfortunate.
king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, but the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game,
British.
well,
Oh. I don't know how excited to be for this. Guess we'll just find out. Invisible sword? I mean, kind of neat. That part's awesome.
Well, butter my fudge
Windblade.
and call me a
Ah.
biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
And how
Guys, one's
come
in
the King
chat
of
if you are
Knights
committed
is
to
always
pulling on
stuffed in her
Saber's
face?
banner.
Even
Two's
in
in chat if you're
Penacony.
skipping.
Well, looks like Penaconian food is very much
How
to
many
her
people are
liking.
committed
that's
to
right. You can't fight on an empty stomach.
Be like half
Now,
and half right
let's
now?
see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a
Good luck,
wind
Godspeed.
character.
I think I gotta
following
skip
the
at this
path
point,
of
bro.
destruction.
Finan looks
Saber
way
will
too
gain
cool.
a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
Dude, I
The King of Knights
love
is
that like
cautious as ever
weapon
in this new
windblade
one.
thing. It looks sick.
I see she's still hiding her weapon's
I like it the
appearance
more I see
and
it.
true
Like it
name.
more the more I
When she
see
uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. If Saber has enough core resonance at that time,
Okay.
she'll consume core resonance to
more you
regenerate
don't see
massive
it.
amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
Ah. In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
But how do I
Exactly.
accumulate core
Are
resonance?
there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and
Okay.
increases her own damage dealt.
Okay, got it, got
The
it.
King of Knights has dispelled.
What's up,
invisible
Kelvin?
air.
Welcome,
Fire
welcome.
of the Wind King around her
Bro,
sword.
everybody
releasing
won Sunday.
high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air. Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
That's kind of cool.
So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only
Not
does
bad,
this
not
sword
bad.
bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also represents the noble ideal that was held in the hearts of the countless soldiers who once followed her in battle. All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on to our next
Okay,
otherworldly
free
heroic
character. This is where I
Archer.
actually care.
Oh, seems like Archer
Quantum
cares about this Holy
Dude.
Grail War very much. He put on a new outfit, too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
Bro, why are they
Sharp
like
eyes
changing
you
their
got,
outfits? I
yes?
don't even understand. What's up,
Archer's new
Ophelia?
outfit
Thank you for the
was
follow. Welcome
also
in.
personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued
Doing good, fam.
with a
Welcome in.
dangerous allure. The combination
fit
of the
Penacony
long trench
style?
coat with
I guess. I mean, they
skin-tight
still
combat gear
look a little
emphasizes his
awkward
lean
in
figure and is the
HSR.
perfect
It's
fusion
like they didn't
of
fully
attractiveness
commit to the
and
HSR
strength.
animation
Ah,
style.
you got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
Yo, Avin, one of us. Ain't no way, bro. Yoinked our bat. What the hell is this?
悪くない代物だ。
To copy weapons? Ah, interesting. I mean, that's kind of neat then. We got Aura. Wait, is that the actual unlimited blade works?
Oh, so that's
He
unlimited
gets to
blade
do
works?
it. He does the thing.
Quite impressive indeed.
Wow.
After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
He did the
bone
thing.
my
That is pretty cool.
sword.
But he's Hunt,
That
so is
thing
he?
sure
I
brings
don't
back a
understand.
lot
Was
of
that single
memories.
target? I wasn't paying close enough attention.
I agree.
Well then, let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually locked
Archer
in.
is
Now
a
pay
quantum
attention.
character following the path of the hunt.
Okay.
When he uses his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
Okay.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill, and he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Heads up. The more time he
Ain't
uses skill
no way! Ain't no way! Buddy just spams. That's actually crazy. Yeah, QQ is kind of dead, huh? Found here in a ditch on the side of the road, face down. 07s for the few QQ users that were left. Damn. Yeah, so that's why Sparkle's rerunning then, huh? People said Sparkle was no good. People said Sparkle was cooked. She was power crept. She was just waiting, biding her time.
consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding
Sparkle?
fighter who
Nope.
can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. When using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
What? Chat, I have seen, yes, there's more skill points for whatever reason. After any ally attacks, he follows up and gets a skill point. He's a DPS and a support, all in one. This is actually kind of
In
crazy.
that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now,
Where did the extra skill points come from? Where did the extra 2 skill points come from? It's got to be in his kit, right? Like, he just, by being on the team, he just adds 2 skill points? Because, I mean, Sparkle only gives a 7, right? And if there's 9, probably talents. I mean, that would make sense. It's got to be in his kit. It's got to be within his kit. Asking about the Dark Arts, I'm not necessarily... Well, yeah, don't tell me. But, like, hold up. I mean, we should be able to use deductive reasoning. I know what Luolcha does, and that has nothing to do with +2 skill points. I know what Cypher does. That has nothing to do with +2 skill points. I know what Sparkle does, but that gives us, you know, from 5 to 7, so yeah, +2 skill points, but... Interessante.
Out of skill points again.
Yeah, we'll see.
he just couldn't help himself and had to
Sparkle's
use his favorite
E4?
twin
Well, that wouldn't be Dark Arts
When
then,
he-
now, would it?
Special charge.
And that's a wrap on
Yeah,
Archer's
okay, I mean,
introduction.
pretty cool, pretty cool.
Now,
Free
I have
unit, by the
big
way.
news for
Dr.
everyone.
Ratio also found dead
The
in the
club
ditch.
event starts on July 11th, and until the end of version 3.6,
Wow.
Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star collab
Oh,
character
that's just when
Archer
you can get them for free.
Oh,
Not necessarily how long the banners are,
We
yeah.
hope that, under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will cleave
E4
open
Sparkle
the
goes to
dark
8?
clouds
Oh,
and
really?
become a saga sung throughout the cosmos. We also hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion, with the servants across this vast universe will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah. How about that? The free new
the
limited
banner?
5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Very
Actually,
poggers.
There's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free.
Oh, awesome!
Wait, talking
But
about
let's keep our
Archer,
eyes on
right?
present for now. I'm not quite done yet. Besides claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful.
Why did they frame it like that, bro? Why did they say it like that? Not only can you claim Archer for free, Paul's champing, you can get some materials. I don't care. Obviously, I'd have farmed them
This
anyway.
version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
Let's check out the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior
Okay,
and
okay.
the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration,
Dude, I like both their light
Trailblazers can
cones.
get the limited 5-star Light Cone, A Thankless Coronation from Birth of a King, and the limited 5-star
Not
Light
bad.
Cone, The Hell
Yeah, dude,
Where
the Light Cone
Ideals
art this
Burn
patch is
from Red
top
Radiance
tier.
of Fuyuki. In addition, pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners, but neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
Okay.
We already knew that.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long term after the event starts.
What does that mean? Long term? For how long? Ever?
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Light Cones?
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh,
Wow.
And here's one more piece of news for you all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend a designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn.
So simply by wishing, you can just get his light cone as well? Hold up. During any warp event in 3.4, spend a total of 200 Star Rail special passes to claim the collaboration exclusive 5-star light cone. Wow. Damn. So you really... Look, I don't have 200 right now. I got 110. But this is really incentivizing, yeah, just ripping tenors, bro. Wow. This would have been such a better scam on HSR's part if they did it when people weren't already excited about the collab banners or about Finan. So, dude, pretty good. Actually, W for HSR.
Throughout all of version 3.4?
Building pity acceptable in 3.4.
In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off, the voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break.
Hey, so if you spend 400, do you get 2 copies? 600, do you get 3 copies? Or do you only get 1? I assume it's just 1, right? Spend a total of 200 and claim the light cone times 1. No? It would have been cool, bro. It would have been cool. Could have incentivized some more whaling. But still, I mean, look, it ain't free because you still got to wish 200 times. But the fact that you could get, I mean, an Archer looks pretty good. You could get him and his light cone. Here's the thing, though, chat. If I do end up pulling for Finan, which seems like a possibility, and I have enough wish, like, I am interested. I'll say right now, I can't commit. But I'm interested in both Finan and Treeby, potentially. If I were to get both of them in back-to-back 10 pulls, there's no way I keep pulling, though. You know what I mean? Just like, I'm just never going to get to 200. So, yeah, it is what it is.
And then we're back to hear their special messages.
Ooh. Yo, thank you for the
3 wins cheered. X100. Just win easy.
Just win. Just win.
崩壊スターレー
Win
ル
it
と
at
フェイト
exactly
ステイナイトアンリ
200
ミテッド
wishes.
ブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私も
Trying
とても
FOMO
ワクワ
people?
クしてい
Yeah,
ま
they're
す。
definitely trying to FOMO
こ
people
の
for
2つ
sure.
の作品にはどこか似
They're
ている
trying
も
to
のがあるなと感
incentivize
じました。
swiping.
剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセイバーの姿は
Also, what is
厳し
Saber
い冒
saying
険
right
の
now?
中で
And
も
do I
前へ
care?
と進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思い
Yeah, I
まし
don't
た。
care.
収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくの
That's
を
where you
感
get
じ
the
まし
whole
た。
free character
あ
explanation
ま
part
り
in its
多くは
entirety?
話せない
Maybe
ので
not.
す
What
が、
is it? What is
セ
it?
イバーが
Explain.
スターレールの世界
I
でど
thought
の
we
よ
just
うな
straight up
信念
get
と理想を
Archer
貫いていく
just
の
by
か、ぜ
logging
ひお
in
楽しみくだ
and
さい。
claiming between
こ
when
の
it
コラボ
starts
が
to
たくさんの皆さん
3.6.
に楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、
Yeah, I know. I
あな
see
た
the
だけの
subtitles,
熱い
but
思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、
10 things off.
開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
Are you my
これから
master?
マスタ
For
ー
the
に
what?
なる開拓者の皆さん、こん
Yeah,
ば
I
んは。
know. I know.
フェイト
200
ステイ
wishes
ナ
to
イト
get the
で
light cone.
アー
I
チャーを担
understand.
当しております。
That's
声
what
優
I'm
の
saying.
諏訪部
Like,
純
I
一です。
may be more
崩壊
influenced
スターレイ
to
ルと
pull
フ
for
ェイトステイナイ
Finan
トアン
and
リミテ
pull
ッド
for
ブレードワーク
Treeby
スの
and
コラ
maybe
ボが
pull for their
間
light
もなく
cones
開催と
because
なり
of
ま
that
す。
event. But if I
赤い
get them
騎兵
early,
は
I'm not gonna
あま
keep
たの
going
世
for
界
the
を旅してきま
200.
したが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は
We're being teased
彼
by
に
getting
とっ
another
て
free
これ
character
までと
later.
は全く違うものになるのではないでし
Yeah,
ょう
hold
か。
up. I didn't understand that.
崩壊スターレ
I
イルの
thought
世
Floyd
界
was
で
saying like
アー
not
チャ
only are
ー
we
が戦
getting
う
free
姿が見
Archer,
られるのが
but
本当
we're
に
getting
楽し
free
みです。
materials. Didn't
お
sound
な
like
じ
they
み
were
のキャラ
gonna
ク
do
ターたちが
another
未知の
character.
銀河で自分をどのよう
Archer
に
and
再
Saber
定
fused
義し
on
て
the
いくの
same
か、
day?
その
Absolutely
行
not.
方をぜひ見届けてください。
Yeah, 0% chance.
収録の際にアーチャーの戦
Oh,
闘
we
シ
are
ーン
getting
見せ
another
ていただ
limited
いたん
5
です
star
が、
in 3.x.
アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますの
Yeah,
で、
Archer is free for everyone. You just gotta
プ
log
レイ
in
して
and
ください
claim.
ね。
Damn,
こ
hey,
れはまた
that'd be sick.
とんで
That'd
も
be
ないマス
sick.
ターに引き当てられたもの。
Oh, dude, another golden companion token. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be one way of doing it.
Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages.
Dude, that'd be exciting. Look, anything free is for me. I'll take it.
Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch. We want to take this opportunity on the program.
New
to
player? Well, yeah, welcome
sincerely
in.
thank all
Welcome
our
to the
partners
community.
in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Natsu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their
Dude, crazy
unwavering
patch.
support from the
Crazy
earliest planning
patch,
stages to the final implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work.
Don't want to swipe
on this
again?
collab.
Dude, just don't.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you
Install?
all the
Dude, I've never
ultimate
installed.
joy.
What are you even talking about?
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate's Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon.
Oh wait, Stay Night is different from Unlimited Blade Works, correct?
The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path.
Huh.
He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
No, it's not different.
The goddess of beauty is the most
I
purest
love
beauty of
combat
them all.
events, bro.
Ah, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
Kind of, not really. Yes, but no.
Sweet
All right,
dreams
you
in
know
the
what? It
Holy
doesn't
Grail
matter.
War tournament,
Oh,
the
Fate
genius
Stayed Night,
Scrum
Unlimited
made
Blade
some
Works.
modifications to the
Got you.
Holy
Okay,
Grail.
my bad, my bad.
Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense one. V1, V1, V1.
Wait, player, Lancer, Berserker, Saber, Caster, Rider, Assassin, and Archer. Are these all the different types in Fate? Also, this would have been a perfect opportunity for HSR to introduce PvP, baby! They could have done it, chat. They could have done it. Look at Rebamento, PvP, Etheria Restart, PvP, HSR, during the collab, during this Grail War, you could have done it. They chose not to.
Battles. Each
Big
contestant
no.
starts
Chat,
with
y'all are
unique
haters.
skills and a set amount of health.
Just embrace
Losing
it.
around means losing health. And when your health hits zero,
Chat, you understand
you're out.
that if you
Is
don't
there a
like
smart way to
PvP,
beat your
you could just
opponents?
simply not
At the
play
start
it,
of the
right?
game.
I fear that every time that gets brought up, people go, no, no. If they introduce PvP, I will be bound by shackles to my computer, to my mobile device, to my PlayStation 5, unable to leave and live my life if I don't complete all of the PvP content. You could just simply not participate. Insane concept.
Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs. You can merge identical
Based on
pieces to upgrade
performance?
them. The
I
higher
don't
the
care.
piece's rarity,
Chat,
the stronger
I'm full
the
free
buff.
to play. I'm
Pieces
never
of the
going to
same
spend
class have
for
bonds between them
characters, for
too.
Lycones, for
Collect
Battle
enough
Pass,
pieces of the
and
same
I'm
class,
excited.
and you
So,
activate
like,
special bond effects that
explain
give
that.
you a
Explain that.
serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
absolutely. And that's not all.
Yeah, chat, I need everybody to also understand this because it's a very simple concept, okay? Everybody's worried, oh my gosh, bro, they add PvP and then there's going to be rewards that people that wail harder than me will get and I won't get them. Guess what, chat? People that wail get things that you don't get every day. Every day. Oh, you're like me and you don't spend? You have way less characters than Lycones. Oh, you spend a little bit on Battle Pass, but you still don't have the characters. If you buy Battle Pass, you have that and I don't. It's an everyday occurrence. And you know when else you wouldn't get PvP rewards? If PvP doesn't exist! Like, it doesn't make any sense. People complain about something that you could simply ignore. And you're not, if you don't implement it, you won't get those rewards. And if they do implement it and you choose not to play, you won't get those rewards. So you'd be in the exact same place. But if they do add it and you participate a little bit, that's a little bit more rewards that you could get that you wouldn't otherwise. It's like complaining, this person that spent $100 got $100 worth of top up that I can't get by spending $0. It is a zero commonsensical argument. It's so dumb.
Players can also acquire noble phantasms.
Scars of
during
Unite and
battle
Fight?
for
Nah, I don't know
extra
what that
health.
is.
Plus, during combat,
They don't want you to
Trailblazers
get it?
can have the chance to get
Because
3
they can't
command
have it. They want
spells.
somebody else
Using
to have
these
it.
spells
Again,
grants
$100
additional
top up.
buffs.
Command
Like, it is
spells,
a
huh?
literal gacha game. The
Well, I'm
whole thing is
curious.
based off the
What role
premise
is
of
the
FOMO,
Trailblazer
and if
playing
you
this
spend,
time?
you get more than
It's
somebody else. It's the
player.
entire foundation
Grail
that this
feels
genre is built
kind
off of.
Off. Forking hell. Could it be
Click the 200
corrupted?
pull thing? Yeah, what about it?
You right on
Yo,
the
Reaper,
money.
take me to stream.
Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock.
Oh, so I've ignored all of this. Is this a good event?
Level,
I mean,
the
if
more
it's a combat
points you
event, we'll
earn
figure it
when you
out.
win. Heads up, raising
Halfway to
corruption
hitting the
level
hundo, let's
also
get it.
powers up your enemies.
Yeah,
So
for free
watch
Ultra
your step,
Lycon. Yeah, we've seen it.
Oh, but don't worry too much.
I will say
After
these
all,
weapons
this
look
is
cool.
a reality show
Is
competition,
this like
and
scepters
just
in some
for
of the previous combat
entertainment.
events? Sorry, I've been
The
ignoring
organizers
it, so
of Fate
I don't
Stay
actually
Night
know.
have also prepared a special protected mode
Spenders
competition.
are the reason the game exists for
In
the
protected
non-spenders.
mode,
If the game
Trailblazers
provides
can
a
fight
playable
using
experience
trial
for free.
characters, and enemy strength.
Wait, if the game provides a playable experience for free, you have little right to go. Oh yeah, I agree, Mouse. I agree. It's a gameplay experience that it creates. If you join out of curiosity and get curb stomped by whales 3 times in a row, leaves a sour taste in your mouth and you feel bad about playing the game. But why? But why? So you have to now hate the game because one aspect of the game you've been priced out of? Chat, this is life. We've talked about this previous. The fact that people want to treat gacha games, which are foundationally built off of FOMO and, you know, predatory tactics, and go, oh my gosh, a new predatory tactic introduced into games that are built upon the corpses of people spending tons of money and quitting the game, now having zero benefit on investment, that we want to ignore that. When, one, again, this is how these games are built, and two, this is how life works. Literally, life works this way. Like, if you go out and buy a fancy suit and a nice wristwatch and the finest smelling cologne with a high-rise apartment and a sick, super fast coupe to whip it around town in, do you think you are going to get more or less bitches than a hobo? Life is pay to win, chat. Like, oh my gosh, we choose to ignore this solely in a game that, again, foundationally promotes these tactics. It is an insane argument. I would never understand. And yo, new temp, thank you for the follow. It's just like people choose to ignore for like no reason, no reason.
Toned down.
Ah, this way, the new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail War experience.
Exactly. The production team cordially invites everyone
Noble
watching.
Phantasms? Yeah, sorry. I've been distracted.
Experience some epic battle action.
And score
Start
yourself
making
some
fully
stellar
premium
jades
characters
and
too, where you
other
can't
awesome
think of them without top-up
rewards.
currency. Look, I mean, that is a good counter argument if they did that. Hey, you can only get these characters by topping up. Look, I understand. And that is a good counter argument. I want to give credit because good example where it's like for me and for others, it might be like, damn, I am quite literally gate kept out of this opportunity. The difference being, and you know what I mean, again, it's a good counter argument. It really is. Like as a free to play, I still have the opportunity to clear all the end game. So as a free to play, I feel like I will still have an opportunity and, you know, more or less depending on how things are implemented to compete and play, enjoy the PvP. But regardless of my ability to compete, I can, in fact, still play the PvP. If you make a solely premium currency locked character, you are in fact saying, hey, some people can have this and some people can't. Do I hate the idea? No. For all the, you know, rant I just went on, do I hate it? Not necessarily. Do I like that as much? No, because again, in PvP, yeah, you might get curb stomped, but you have access to getting curb stomped. If it's like, hey, you can only pay for this character. So yeah, is that maybe sprinkled with some hypocrisy? Yeah, you know, sure. And again, it's a good counter argument, but yeah, it's just like the PvP thing has always confused the shit out of me.
Now, just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Bladeworks collaboration is split
1920?
into two
What if
parts.
you just win
Trailblazers
every time?
Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The two programs
Going to add a
stand
new
on
mode
their
to be
own, so
pretty
Trailblazers
much
can
anything
dominate
other than
separately.
PvP. To that point, yeah, I'd rather see another end game mode. But I do like the idea, and you know, maybe I'm a man on an island here, but I do like the idea of having a PvP game mode. I like the idea of games that I enjoy implementing things that I can enjoy more frequently than what is currently allotted. I like the idea of saying, hey, this video game is fun, I like to play it, I'd like to play it more, and not be limited to running around the map, beating up plebs, farming with Akron, and breaking barrels. If I want to play an additional game mode, again, I agree, that'd be awesome. But PvP is an endless, renewable resource. You could just play that all day, every day, unless, you know, for whatever reason, they were to lock it behind. For example, like Etheria, in the defense mode, you have tickets that you have to like purchase more tickets. But the RTA, you can play constantly. I like the idea of like, hey, if I want to spend more time on this game, allow me to do so.
So much content.
All right. Big thanks again to our two guests. That
Yeah,
wraps
I
up
ignored
today's
all
big
of that.
collab update.
All of that faded
Presenter,
event, but that's okay. It was
Your
so fun.
mission is complete.
How much hate on
It's all
ER
part of the
PvP though?
job. Anything for the Trailblazers.
Do they?
So Trailblazers.
I mean, I haven't seen it,
are
but
the
again, like
bestest.
maybe I haven't looked
Let's
for
meet
it.
again in version 3.4.
So
See
we
you
can
there.
continue the PvP
hope
stuff
you'll
in
stay
just a
the
moment.
night.
Bye-bye.
See you
Is this
next
over?
time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
GG's live stream. Okay, dude, very nice. Okay, people clap for the live stream. Was pretty good. 3.4 looks pretty good. And if you watch this reaction on YouTube, leave some comments letting me know what you thought about what was in 3.4, maybe about the recent PvP app we were just having here in the chat. Whatever you are compelled to type, I'd love to read it, respond, and strike up a conversation, you feel me? But if you feel so inclined, also come hang out with us on Twitch sometime. I would love it if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios, everybody.